we must bring this biological hacker, a true
Peptide it
biohacker.
up.
Peptide it up, baby.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Extending the life of humanity more and more. Very interesting. It's a great place to be in, because none of us want to die. We do want to live longer. We do want to live longer, and also practically bringing products forth. In order for us all to accomplish that, we must bring him inside of the show. The one and only Jeff Tang. Get in here, Jeff. Get inside of here.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Wow. Oh, Jeff, brother, man, we appreciate you making the time to join us, man.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Man, I would love, for those who don't know, I would love for you to give us a little background on Eat Blueprint, which is now like of internet lore. Like everyone knows about Blueprint. Okay. You gotta back up and tell us a little bit about getting this off the ground, what that looked like, meal prep, etc. And I'd love a little background on this.
Yeah, sure. So I started Eat Blueprint from my own kitchen. My roommate and I were really interested in trying the Blueprint protocol by Brian Johnson. He was blowing up. He hadn't had any products out in market yet. And one day we were like, what if we just made it for ourselves? And we tweeted out, we're going to get a chef to make the Blueprint meals. Who wants to join us? Within 24 hours, we had 300 meals ordered, $4,000, $5,000 in pre-orders. It was just a Stripe link, a Notion doc, and I was like, all right, it's time to get cooking. And that's basically how I became Chef Jeff.
Chef Jeff.
Started making the meals in my kitchen, literally had 100 pounds of broccoli on the floor, 80 pounds of beets, 90 pounds of cauliflower. It was absolutely crazy. You don't realize how much like 300 meals is, because I filled up our fridge. I bought another fridge in the living room, filled that up, about a third fridge just to make like a couple hundred meals. And yeah, after that, moved to a commercial kitchen, hired chefs, cooks, started scaling really fast. But this was in the heart of San Francisco, and people in SF love Blueprint and Brian Johnson. It was so funny. I remember our fourth customer was one of the DoorDash founders, actually. I remember driving to his house. He came out and he's like, you guys really remind me of how I was when I got started. And I'll never forget that day of delivering food to a DoorDash founder.
Crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, Jeff, you also got to talk to us about what you're doing now, because what you're doing with this dissolvable oral film with BPC-157, it's like unbelievable that you're cooking this up. Like, talk to me about where the inspiration came through that. Like, this is groundbreaking stuff.
Jeff, this is you, the dissolvable like film thing. This is you.
Yeah, that's me. Last week I hosted a peptide party in San Francisco. I don't know if you guys saw
that. That was you. That was you. Incredible.
That was also me. We're making moves, right? We got to move. The peptides are here, baby. It's the next big wave.
Let's go.
Wow. But yeah, the last 6 months, I've been going super deep down the rabbit hole of peptides, compounding pharmacies, and I partnered up with a few. I was on site at this compounding pharmacy, and I was like, let's cook up some stuff. Let's cook it up. Because, needles, they're probably more efficacious in general, but not everyone wants to inject them every day, right? It's just not a good UX. And so, yeah, we started cooking it up. I was like, what if we, had an oral, like maybe you could eat it, maybe you could put it under your tongue. And he was like, I've done sublingual strips before. Why don't we do that with BPC? And so we cooked it up. I did not expect that to pop at all. I really didn't, because my tweet was like, in the lab, oral BPC film strips. That's all I said. Like I was just like, this is cool. And then it just went giga-viral, like 700,000 views.
Crazy.
And I was like, dang. So what that told me was, a lot of people know what BPC-157 is.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people had seen it in strip format before. And yeah, it is like a format. Like there's other vitamins that have it. You can get other medications through it. But I just don't think many people have really done it in peptides so far. And so last week I hosted this event in San Francisco, giant peptide party. 300 people registered. There's over 100 people on the wait list. I couldn't even let in.
People.
Crazy.
But yeah, like it's just going crazy right now in SF. And so hosted the party, had some samples, got a bunch of feedback. and we started taking pre-orders. We're still iterating on the product. We want it to taste amazing. We want it to be really efficacious. So we're sending it out to the labs, getting the potency tests to make sure it's all there, totally above board and at a compounding pharmacy. So yeah, like that's what we're cooking up now.
Bro,
can I make one suggestion?
$1 gazillion.
Yeah, because this is going to be $1 gazillion if you just do one thing, and I can help you with this.
What is it?
I need you to just take this film and I need you to just plop it into a gummy. That's all I need you to do.
No, I'm bullish on this form factor. That's
all I need you to do.
There's so many form factors. I love the gummies. Don't get me wrong. I actually have a gummy vitamin brand on the side. I don't know if you guys have it.
No, what is it?
It's called Sperm Worms.
That's you, Sperm Worms. Jeff, bro, you're like in everything, man.
We covered your ads on the show.
We've covered the ads on the show, man.
I'm on this. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing that too, but it's like not the customers for that are not the people on my X.
Totally.
So I don't talk about it, but like I love gummy vitamins, guys. Don't get me wrong. We're working on it too.
Wow. I'm learning more and more as this conversation goes, like just how goated of a seer around corners you are here, Jeff. So okay, sperm worms, like male fertility, big problem.
Yep.
Biohacking, pleasant format, and like the ads just like write themselves. Phil Keel is always tweeting about them on the interwebs. And this great. I love this form factor for peptides because I'll just tell you, like, you know, I athletic background, played college football, like that whole like shtick about needles. It still has like this like hangover of like illegal drugs to me. It's like scary drugs. Like I'm putting something in my side or in my rear end, you know, it's like scary drugs. But this form factor of like, I'm going to put something on my tongue. It's going to melt. Like it's probably going to taste okay, and then I'm going to feel awesome, and my jawline's probably going to cut glass because I'm going to be in such good shape afterward. I think this is so smart, man.
Well, you just got to bring it to the people, you know, like not everyone wants to inject. Not everyone will ever want to inject. Even if you do, I take 7-8 peptides injectable per week. We can go through my stack if you guys care, but like, I'm traveling now and I just can't even do it.
It's a nightmare.
Right? It's like, and I have the travel case with like ice packs and I've got the needles and everything, but it's just like, it's such a hassle that even someone that is willing to, like, it's just so much work. You have to bring out all these needles every morning, like even when it's at your house. Like, it's just not good for, you know, sticking on.
Cumbersome.
Right? Yeah. And you know, if you don't do it, then it's less efficacious than something that is less efficacious, like an oral, but like you're not doing it at all, right? But yeah, like we just want to bring it to the people. At the end of the day, all of us have eaten billions, trillions of peptides actually from the food we eat, right? It's part of your protein. Whenever you eat protein, you're breaking it down into amino acids and peptides. This is like how your body consumes it mainly, right? And there's people saying that it's not as efficacious orally. Maybe that's true. But again, it's going to be more efficacious than not doing it at all.
Totally agree.
Jeff, I would love to, as a peptide nerd myself, talk about your stack, what you're doing, what you feel bullish about right now, what you're rocking and rolling on. You know, are you Retta-pilled? You know, talk to me about it.
So this last week, my current stack is the BPC orals, which obviously I'm dog fooding.
Of course.
GHKCU skin cream topical.
Yep.
I've got MOTC, SS31, CMAX, C-Link. Did PT141 earlier today, nasal spray, and tirzepatide, and then CJC1295, ipamorelin. I think that's all of them.
Okay, so layman's terms, Jeff. Like, what are those? I mean, it sounds like Greek. You know, like what are these things?
Yeah, the naming has to be fixed.
The naming has to be fixed.
The naming has to be fixed. 100%.
It's a nightmare.
No, it is just gibberish. Someone told me like this is like DeFi 5 years ago. It's just like like hieroglyphics. No, but Yeah, I mean, peptides, you can use them for whatever you want. So tirzepatide is like a weight loss. Everyone knows about that. It's just like Ozempic, right? Mounjaro. I started taking CJC 1295 ipamorelin. That's a growth hormone secretagogue. So a big issue people have when they're taking these GLPs is they lose so much weight.
Yeah.
And when you lose that much weight so fast, a lot of it is muscle mass.
Oh yeah,
right?
that's true.
So you can counteract that if you, one, eat a lot of protein first, lift, right, get good sleep, but then the growth hormone secretagogues help you produce more growth hormone, right? And that should be more muscle preserving. And so that's like one I'm really enjoying right now. The others are more like, cognitive. So CMAX ceiling, more cognitive. MOTS-c, I even feel more energy on that in the morning. It's mitochondrial, so it's SS31. So you're just like your energy is just higher. You're producing more ATP, powerhouse of the cell, all that,
Crazy.
I forgot I mentioned when I'm taking TA1, thymosin alpha 1, which is like increasing your viral capacity, like your viral load. So I'm traveling right now. It reduces your ability to get sick.
Wow.
Whether it's bacterial, viral, I believe. And yeah, I feel good on that. But there's a whole rabbit hole. What's crazy about peptides is like, I think they're kind of in this middle area between medication, which is like super strong, kind of like a blunt force instrument, especially if it's a small molecule pill, and like supplements, which are, not as strong. Maybe they're more like insurance a lot of the times. These can do things for mood, metabolism, sleep, cognition, muscle mass, weight loss. The range of things they can do is just incredible, because all they are just signaling. They're just helping your cells signal to one another, different parts of your body to signal, secrete this hormone, help sleep, with all these things. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor or anything, but that is essentially why they can be so versatile.
Maybe all of e-commerce, like eventually we just all enter the telehealth game. Like maybe everybody ends up in telehealth. I mean, that's what's
happening right now. That's what's happening now. So I can't leak too much alpha, because I know everyone watching is basically my competitor. But
that's true. It could be. Man, that's fascinating.
Jeff, could you talk to me about the kind of people you're seeing at this peptide party? Because I'm imagining, I'm on a few myself as well. I'm imagining some of these founders and some of these growth hacking guys. I would love to hear who you're running into at this peptide tasting party, what they're doing, what people are excited about, what you're seeing in the market.
Yeah, so my event was SF, and so obviously it's going to be very biased to founders, investors, engineers, biohackers. But I'm getting inbound from people all over. And I think that's what people on Twitter maybe get wrong about the space, which is peptides are super mainstream. And if you go to TikTok and you just like warm up your algo, the affiliate landscape there is far more mature than like Twitter or like any other platform. It's actually wild. So I would say like, and that's the thing about these peptides, which is like, it's not tech bro biohackers, right? You have that segment, but it's also the West Palm Beach and Beverly Hills moms. It's the West bodybuilders, right?
Yeah.
It's the old people trying to like help with their arthritis. I got tons of inbound from people saying, I want to get this from my grandma who has arthritis. I got that multiple times actually. Yeah. Right. It's really all America at this point. And SF is just its own demographics. So there were a lot of founders, investors there.
I've been trying to pull Chris onto peptides. I'm a big believer. I'm on a ton right now, and I have tried to pull him to the dark side on peptides for so long. So hopefully you've convinced him.
What are you on?
Yeah, what are you on, Colin?
I am on I'm on all injectables, so no oral stuff. BPC-157, TB500, a microdose tirzepatide, penielin. I'm also on. I was on CJC. I thought it was good. I got super yoked on it, but I wanted to get off of that. I was getting a little bit too kind of crazy. And then on top of that, also, oh God, there's one more. Solanic and CMAX.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So here's my. I'd love you to like play out Just a little future talk, Jeff, because I know like these are like the waters that you swim in. Like you're looking around the curve, like what's happening, like helping humanity feel better, look better, live longer, all of the things. I mean, in the future, like, does this, as you're already saying, like, this is way beyond just the biohacking tech bros. This is everywhere. It's going mainstream. I mean, in the future, like, are we all peptided up? I'm open. I'm open, especially because like I like the new form factor. I think strips.
Yeah.
I'm very bullish on that. Gummies, an easier form factor. I also think we do need some softer, more memorable names. Might be nice. Just to on the branding side, just take one of these and like call it something that everybody can remember. That the Midwestern mom, feels great about telling her friends about. Where does this play out? Are we all on peptides in the future? Is everybody living longer, looking better?
Yeah, I think so. Like my hot take would be in 10 years, at least 50% of Americans are on some sort of GLP. I think that is
totally agree.
Sure true.
Yeah.
And obviously GLPs after insulin, those are both peptides, right? And those are two of the best selling drugs of all time. So whenever someone's like, oh, peptides don't work, I'm like, all right, have you heard of insulin? Have you heard of Ozempic? Those are peptides. Yeah. Second, I do think a lot of people will be on them. Obviously, sleep, nutrition, diet, number one, doesn't matter. Like if you don't sleep well, these peptides don't do anything. But there are sleep peptides like DSIP, epithalon, and pineolon. But yeah, I do think, like I said earlier, like we are already on peptides. Like we're eating them every day.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And a lot of these can be more bioavailable orally, maybe not some of the current ones. And so I'm working on developing, more peptides there that are specifically orally bioavailable. But yeah, essentially, I do think peptides are the next protein. Peptides are the next multi. They're the next gummy vitamin. Right? And that's why I don't care. I mean, I'm happy to share like to what I can, because the market's huge, right? This is the biggest consumer category of all time. Like GLPs already are the fastest growing consumer product of all time, minus ChatGPT, or like those are the top two, right? And we're just getting started. This is like day one.
Wow. Man. Jeff, being an SF, is the investor appetite for peptides just through the roof? Is it absolutely crazy? Would you say more index than AI, or how would you kind of put it on the barometer of, craziness scale?
There's been a little bit of investment activity in the space, but not as much as AI. And the reason is because SF primarily invests in software and tech. They don't do much CPG. Like, can you think of CPG companies, consumer product companies that have come out of SF? There's like, I don't know, Huel, Soylent, maybe. I don't even know if Huel's from SF, but Soylent is. And so it's more just like tech investors don't appreciate or know consumer businesses that well, even consumer software. Like there's less than 5 successful consumer software companies that have come out recently in SF. And so, they just don't invest in that much. Now, do they use it? Yeah. Will we see more investment over time? I don't know. There's some activity, but I think you don't need that much capital to start these businesses like telehealth or even e-com. E-com can be capital intensive sometimes. But if you're a good operator, you don't need to raise a bunch of money. And it's like, what are you going to spend the money on anyways, right? Like if you're just raising the money to spend it on Meta, like you're cooked anyways. So
you're cooked anyway.
You're cooked anyway. You're cooked anyway. I think it's totally fair.
It's so true.
And Jeff, Austin, Texas has weirdly become this kind of little hub for
the
CPG. A little mecca of consumer coming down here. I think maybe we need to have one of these peptide parties in Central Texas. I mean, I think it's only fair. I think something like that could be interesting.
I'd love to. I love Austin. The health community in Austin is super mature. It's like everyone loves their run clubs. I don't know, just going around Lake Travis, running around the loop.
For sure.
you're down to have one in Austin, I got a ton of friends down there. I went to college in Houston, actually. So I've got a lot of friends.
You went to Rice, didn't you? You're a Texas boy.
I'm a Midwest boy. I was born and raised in Ohio, but I went to school in Texas for 2 years. Dropped out to SF. You'll claim me. All right. I'll move back to Austin. I'll move back to Austin. Yeah.
I think that's the move. That's the move.
That's awesome.
And whenever you are down and ready, we're gonna motivate everybody to get their feet there to take part in the future of peptide form factors, fastest growing category in our space. So exciting, man. So exciting, Jeff.
Totally.
Tell me this before you go. We appreciate you making the time to join us. Man, where can people find you, follow you, like buy whatever you got coming out next? Like where should people go?
So my handle on socials is Jeff Tang X on everything. You can go to sfpeptides.com. You can buy the GHKCU topical skin cream, as well as pre-order the BPC oral film. Right now, it's just like a landing page for the community which we're building. We think that is ultimately more important right now than trying to sell right away. Because the honest truth is we don't know the efficacy and safety data for a lot of these peptides. And, like obviously you can make a lot of money running up some affiliates and like ads or whatnot on some of these peptides. But again, I think we're early. I think the best thing we can do for the space is build the trust and awareness and collect the data on the safety and efficacy for these peptides. Because again, I'm not a biotech guy, and I'm not like a pharma company. Like these aren't my assets. I don't care fundamentally if they work or not. All I know is that people want these. They don't know where to get them today. They don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
And they don't know if they work. And I want to help solve all of those problems.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I love that.
I'm not even an SF. I just joined the community. SF.
Let's
Peptide.
go.
Let's go.
Jeff, we appreciate you making the time to join us, man, and look forward to following more and having you back. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.